Welcome to TPK Roleplay. My map is showing the wrong thing. Okay, hold on. Welcome to TPK Roleplay, and welcome to the 25th episode of our Curse of Strahd campaign, Dark Echoes. This campaign, while based on the standard module from Wizards of the Coast, has been modified using additional content from a variety of sources. Dark Echoes will be a vivid exploration of classic Gothic horror tropes and monsters of all kinds. It may be a brutal, stressful, and grim experience, and is not for the faint of heart. Please know that those of us around the virtual table have given our consent to explore these topics together as respectfully as possible, but if you, the viewer, should feel uncomfortable at any point, please make sure to step away, get some air, stretch your legs, and check in on us again later. And with that, I am Luke-Lock, and I will be your dungeon master this morning. Sarah was unable to join us. It's on this side. Sarah was unable to join us this morning, so she will be running very much in the background of things, but Arena's still here. Don't worry, she's still alive. So Cole, you go first.
Let's go over to the old gentleman.
They cannot hear the Zoom. I was gonna say, if
What
I'm
the
muted,
fuck?
that means everyone's muted.
Now, what if they could hear me though? Wouldn't that be a kick in the balls?
that
we're
would
good
be
now.
I mean,
very
maybe
interesting.
not balls, but like
I
right,
feel like
right in
they
the perineum.
say good now, because I feel like I see you're moving, so they should. But
Okay,
they
go back.
say yes
Hurry,
now.
go back to Cole and his broken
Reset!
glasses.
Do we just need to start up completely?
No. Hello, my name is Korabi, and I play Colin the Human Antiquarian. Next up is Tony.
Hey, I'm Tony. I play Toby Darchvias. I'm the Lizard Folk Bear. And go, oh man.
I am the very model Mud Mage General. Hey,
Great start.
my name is Turk or Turk Accented on Twitch and Twitter. I'll be playing the very good Dr. Rudolph von Richten.
We're off to a great start, y'all. Good morning. Okay, so last we ended, you guys were at the Abbey, having finished your discussion with the abbot, and are currently standing around the freshly dug grave for Winchester. I will take you over there.
Oh, wonderful little cemetery area. Yeah, so we are putting Winchester to rest the right way. And while everyone stands around and, says what they need to say, Irina keeps a little more to herself and being very exhausted. Do we know how many levels of exhaustion Irina and Toby have?
Oh, I have 2 because I went
Yeah.
down and also died.
Irina took like 3 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah, I want to say, I'm looking on her thing, but I believe she has 3 right now.
That's a lot. So I will kind of go up to the grave site as we're saying things and pull a little sage out from my pocket and burn it and then place it on the grave. And after I step back a little bit and stand next to Tobias, Irina will lean down and just kind of by herself start whispering to Winchester. Well, is there anything else anyone would like to say?
That depends. DM, would I have had the time during this to cast Hallow on the area?
Sure, we can say yes.
Just with okay, cool. Because that just says herbs, oil, and incense. I think it would be pretty typical in an abbey, even if it was this abbey.
Yeah.
And he'll Von will just be on one knee, fingers interlaced around one of his religious symbols, and just seems to be praying. But as he does so, I think everyone would have noticed that the mist that kind of pervasively surround here would have begun to kind of swirl, not necessarily in like a storm, but rather form like a shell, like it's kind of slowly being pushed away a little bit. As I can send you the whole textbook for Hollow, but basically it's literally it prevents celestials,
You're
elementals,
consecrating the ground, essentially.
Consecrating the ground, yeah. Celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, undead can't enter the area, nor can anyone charm, frighten, or possess anyone within it. I can exclude one or more of these types in the effect if I want to edit it, but also we'll throw in anyone coming in here will have just a kind of light about them.
Okay.
It's like actually it's not gonna be like hard because it's only a 5th level spell, but still it's going to be generally lighter here. So magical darkness of a lower level than level 5 will can't extinguish light.
Okay. You set about your ritual and get the incense burning and do all the things with the oil, and you are able to successfully consecrate this ground.
I feel like the funeral is the final bit of this, just the last part, and he'll rise, and everyone should probably feel a relative calm hit the area as the white mist that had formed into the female figure in the fight now seem to float around here a bit more than the darker Barovian mist they've grown accustomed to.
Tobias.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like something should be said quickly. I wouldn't take too much of what that thing back there said to heart. From the time that we've spent together, I know that you and Winchester had some sort of bond, and whether how he helped you was the best way to help you or not, I know that that's what he was trying to do. And what I hopefully going forward, you're still doing okay, but I think there's a lot that you might not even know about yourself. And I know Winchester was helping you do the best you could while you were here, so just something to consider.
He's gonna look at you fairly confused. The entire time he's just been kind of standing here silently, looking actually apathetic. Noticing at one point that he does have like a tear that he doesn't notice till it's about like halfway down and starting to freeze in the cold here, and he just kind of wipes it away, kind of confused at that as well. But
yeah, well, you're with us now, and we'll continue to do the same for you as Winchester did. Look out for you and help you the best we can. I think most of us are just trying to get home or trying to get back to some form of normalcy. I honestly have no idea what Van Richten is doing, but
I'm helping.
Yes, he's helping.
Let me focus.
Well, then stop listening to our conversation and focus.
I understand your camaraderie with him. slightly confused by it, but I'm not going to say anything at this time. This is a mourning period.
All I'm saying now is you should stick with us. You shouldn't try to go around alone.
I'm going to assume this place is pretty dangerous. It's already kind of cold out here as he's kind of starting to bring his arms in closer because he doesn't have any real clothing except for that like scraps of blanket that the abbot provided in the dungeony rooms.
Yes, it is rather dangerous, and I have just one more question real quick.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about freeing these lands of that danger and letting it heal?
I don't know anything about this place, to be honest. I'm really just trying to get home to my family.
Same.
But
So
it
the
sounds like
answer-
we have to figure out what's going on.
So that your answer is yes. So, have you ever killed some weird kind of freaky 1,000-year-old vampire lord or something or another?
It's not 1,000-year-old.
I can't say I've really killed anything more than what I've had to provide for my family, but that was years ago until I got into the tinkering business.
Well, welcome to the club. I've never done it either, but we're going to someday.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Gentlemen, if there is at any point in time either of you would like to go out and escape this mist, the Bistani do have their base.
I'm not sure who those people are.
Travelers, they are friends in this dangerous land. We'll point them out to you.
So you're telling me there's a way to go back home and you're just mentioning it now?
I figured you were aware. You spoke with Madame Eva, yeah?
Who?
Yeah, she said I was fucking sad and that was it. What the hell am I supposed to take from that?
Did
She didn't say there was some magical way that they could send me home.
Yeah, wait, if they can like leave, why don't they just take us home?
The Vistani can traverse the mist. It's a well-known fact. But if they did not offer to take you with them, perhaps they thought you are here for a higher purpose.
I don't really think that's fair of them to make that decision.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that one there. I know we don't know each other very well, but I was a teacher. What the hell? What am I supposed to be doing here? Like, I can't fucking do the things you've done. What do you expect?
And yet you have. Sorry.
Likewise, I work with small mechanisms. I'm not sure what help I can be here.
It's the most important kind.
That is unhelpful, sir.
You might think that the only thing that can kill immortal vampires and dark powers is some big warrior with a sword of compensation and armor that cannot be pierced by the light of 1,000 gods, but it's not always true. This land is gripped with many things, not merely Strahd's presence, but the fear he brings.
I'm sorry. Vampires.
I will explain later.
Yeah, we've already fought them once.
The point being, what is really going to win here, the real way to beat Strahd, is to show that common people can succeed against fear and tyranny.
Yeah, sounds like a fairy tale, to be honest.
Well, out of curiosity, you keep mentioning this Strahd fellow. Could you enlighten me a little bit?
He is the lord of these lands. He sold his soul and doomed us all. Well, most of us.
Okay.
Hold on, that part's interesting. I don't think I've heard that before.
Well, you never thought to ask me.
Yeah, we've had so much time to sit and talk.
So he owns the land, so why doesn't he just kind of check us out. Just show us the way.
Because he is not interested in letting us go, letting you go. He is interested in watching you suffer.
What did I do?
I was suffering just fine at home.
Yes, but he could not enjoy it, him and the dark powers that are his master.
It's a very weird kink to have, but I guess I won't shame it.
If he drew sexual pleasure from it, I certainly would agree with you, but frankly, I think he is truly that black-hearted, that this is what he does.
You mentioned that he sold his soul. Who to? What to?
The dark powers. His own records are unclear, but the myths you see about you are not natural. Nothing here is natural.
I thought vampirism was some kind of blood disorder or something. Are you telling me that it's something greater?
In his case, yes. So he has passed on the blood mark to others, created his vibes or whatever that creature we fought at the campsite was.
Well,
So what do we need to do?
We, at the moment, need to head down to town and tell them that the Abbey is a safe place once again. That the abbot has departed and taken with him his followers. Vasilka has remained as ward. Well, where's Vasilka gone? Vasilka has remained as ward. And that they may...
If you look over and see Vasilka, she will actually aimlessly begin wandering towards the grave, and then as she gets close, it starts to light up, and you see her faceless head kind of look down and hold up her hands as if pain, and then she'll just back away because she cannot walk on your hollowed ground. Sorry.
What? Who or what is that?
That's Vasilka. She is going to have a lot of problems in the days to come unless I give her exception.
I to see if if I can accept a type of creature or a creature.
Yeah,
I
I
can
think
mark
it's a
them.
type.
I'm just gonna remind.
I
You can
could
exclude a type, yeah.
I just found it funny that Luke is just like do. Just like it's Pac-Man with her.
I could not really discern what exactly Vasilka is, but that's part of the reason, Tobias, I mentioned not to take too much stock in whatever the abbot said, whatever he calls themselves, whatever. Because
All he said was that I deserved payment for whatever happened, and then I received his testicles, which was super not cool.
yeah, well, I don't really trust and take comfort in someone who feels like they're healing other people by turning them into a shambling, I'm sorry for lack of a better word, monstrosities. So
I'm in agreement. That was
affected by this.
Although he was a bit, I'm just going to use the term different. He didn't deserve to just have his to be malformed like that.
yeah, that is correct.
Or I think malform's the wrong word, but I can't think of the right one.
From my understanding, you were having some sort of extreme headaches, and whatever concoction Winchester was putting together alleviated that, and that was the best we could do for the moment. I do have to address the lizard in the room. Tobias, you're still not human.
He'll look down like, I know your glasses are cracked, Colin, but I think you might have hurt your head, because I'm not.
What does
sure
Tobias
what you're
look
saying.
like to himself in a reflection?
I had a picture for this. I don't know if Luke ever used it.
So
Tobias, what's
Do I have that?
young?
I sent
what-
it forever ago.
What young Colin says is correct. You might appear to yourself to have the body of a man, but you still suffer from a sarentropy of some kind.
So Tobias to himself just looks like just like a regular build, nothing like not athletic, he's not chubby or anything. He kind of has like almost like the Bob Ross afro hair going on. And just wearing like basic leathers. Or I guess the other way is if you saw Maurice from like the more recent Beauty and the Beast, a younger version of that person.
Does he look like that to himself in reflections, even though?
Yes.
Yeah, because Colin or I would have put my lenses down so you could see a reflection, and it obviously didn't work.
Yeah, and to him, like, he does find it a little strange. He has to kind of bend down to see because he feels like he's never felt this tall before.
Yeah.
He
Tobias,
kind of thinks you're all a little bit short for what you should be, but he's not going to address that.
Yeah. I'll just say, recognize that you feel a lot stronger than you humanly should be. But
I mean, I feel a lot like a good spring in my step, but
yeah, I will say this because it's important. You do not look like a human. You might be one inside, but when we go to a town, unfortunately, they will not treat you like a human, and we'll help you.
This is what I had.
oh my god, what the fuck is that?
That is what you sent me forever ago.
That is not the picture I sent, but okay. I know that's not the picture that I sent.
It super is.
There's no way.
It says Toby's own reflection on it and everything.
Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure Luca just took found a D&D picture of Bob Ross and just like, yep, this is what we're going to do. We're going to crop this bitch.
Absolutely
and
what
everything.
you sent me.
There's no way.
It really is.
I need a screen cap of our chat for proof, or it
it
didn't happen.
Yeah, I will find it.
Jesus.
Well, we could continue to diagnose Tobias here, or we could get the move on.
Yeah, we can get to moving. I'm just preparing him for what's going to happen when we enter another town.
Yes, well, I don't think we're heading to another town for some time. Krezk was really the last of the big three cities here.
Yeah, so Mr. Smarty Magic Pants, where are we going now?
It's Dr. Mr. Smarty Magic Pants to you.
Are you one of those actual doctors, or are you one of those doctors that just says they're a doctor? Like, if we were on a carriage and someone called out, hey, we really need a doctor, could you answer and help or no?
Of course. I used to be a healer.
Okay, cool. All right. Dr. Mr. Smarty Pants.
My professions have changed. You might have heard of me at some point.
Could I ask as to what?
Monster hunter and author.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll catch you up on the road, Tobias. But Dr. Mr. Smarty Pants over here is a world-renowned author and monster hunter, and
I'm pretty sure it was Dr. Mr. Magic Smarty Pants.
Please respect my made-up titles so you may maintain your childish game.
Listen, humor is healing. So just
healing is healing.
Yeah,
respect amongst comrades is also nice.
Just give me this one, please. It's been a rough day.
Very well, nurse. Less Smarty Pants.
I'll take it. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm as important as you. I don't have any issue with that.
I don't have to pretend. I simply am.
I said I won't pretend.
Well, shall we get down to Krezk to give the good news that their precious religious leader is gone? Yeah.
Oh, what about all those weird people that were here? They were kind of had weird animal bits kind of stitched into their body.
They're gone now.
Okay.
They, like the abbot, have moved on. Now, so shall we.
Yeah, let's go.
Hold on. And I'm gonna go try to raid whatever other like blankets and shit might be in the abbey, since they're not gonna be used by anybody else.
Where
And I
are
mean,
you
I am
going in the
bundling up.
Abbey?
Oh god, I hate this question. Well, I guess. Oh shit, I can't move my character either. Oh, we can do arrow keys. It's fine. We're just gonna have to Pac-Man and Tetris this bitch like it's gone out of style.
Hell yeah.
All right. Yeah. Oh god,
As
there's that kid.
as he is moving, could I actually change my Hala effect rather from brightness to I believe the words are everlasting rest. Dead bodies can't be turned undead in this area.
Okay.
I still imagine
Oh
it's
god,
generally brighter.
you didn't deal with the
Yeah,
bat
as you
spider
guys were
child.
talking, the like dawn kind of broke as far as you could tell over the mountainside, and all of the mist around you seems a little brighter. The cloudy, overcast sky seems to be day now. Toby, you're gonna walk in to the courtyard.
Uh-huh.
And then Marzena and Vasilka are just hanging out in the courtyard here. Where are you going?
Well, as I walk in and I notice the spider child, or bat child rather. I think she was a bat, kind of.
He has wings.
It's
Yeah,
hard. It's just hard to tell from the
let's-
token specifically, but I think she was like, she had bat wings, but like something else
She
going
has
on.
mandibles similar to
Okay,
that
yeah,
of a
she's got
spider.
mandibles, a horse right leg, something going on with her mouth that I do not like.
Those
and
are
then
the
bat wings.
mandibles.
Yeah.
Yeah, she will kind of shuffle on her post, her claims clinking as you wander in, just kind of observing you.
I guess I'll kind of look at to her, cringe internally as a person, and then are you all right?
She'll just kind of shuffle up, like roll her shoulders and her, therefore her wings, and just kind of like turn and look at you, just from a very defensive position.
She can be like one of those jumping spiders. If I get too close, she's gonna attack me. Well, dear, if I'm sure you don't want to be tied up to this anymore. Although, and so like it's a post with just manacles there. That's the only way that she's being stuck here. I'll kind of I don't have like bolt cutters because those don't exist. But I do have a battle axe, which is just as good.
All right. You take a few swings at the lock, and she will absolutely flutter and make a little screech when you first pull out your axe. But then you can start hitting the lock, and she will calm and look as if her whole body is just filling with tension.
Fear as a player, but not as a character.
All right, you are able with a final strike to disengage the lock, and it will fall clattering to the ground. And in an instant, she is going to just spread her wings in a flash and launch into the sky.
Okay, bye. As long as she wasn't just to try to like backstab me like I'm fucking Caesar. And
she will very quickly disappear from view.
I did a good deed today. Let's hope it doesn't bite me in my ass.
Did you?
Who knows? Luca knows, but who knows?
But who
I'll give
knows?
you a silent little clap because I had forgotten about that and am very proud of you for setting her free.
I come to the dining hall, not really seeing much, I'm sure.
Yeah, you
I-
come into the dining hall where you once took refuge. There's no blankets in here, unfortunately.
Upstairs. That's where people sleep and keep blankets, like
See,
normal people.
You're looking for blankets, but shouldn't you just be looking for anything you can fashion into clothes?
Yeah, but also blankets are warm and toasty. Their whole purpose is to keep you warm.
Right.
So, to confirm, you are heading up the stairs.
Is there an upstairs?
There is an upstairs. You guys haven't been there
Yep, I would like to traverse the upstairs.
yet. Yeah.
And I'm
So-
kind of got big fear for breaking the first 2 rules of D&D.
I mean, honestly, after we saw her fly off and you've been gone for a while, it's safe to assume that we would not let you go alone for too long. So I'll be following.
I mean, you would
behind
have
for
definitely
sure.
heard him breaking those chains. Like, what the shit's going on?
So I'm running right behind you. However long it takes for me to catch up to you, that's Luca's game. But I'm on my way.
Wow, it is dark.
You gotta activate the vision on your token.
I don't know how to do that. Oh God,
Click on-
I don't have vision. I'm as blind as that Batgirl.
unless
Do you
want
not
to-
have dark vision? Are you one of the few people to ever exist that does not have dark vision?
I don't know. I mean, usually your house rules say, hey, you have 60 foot of dark vision, but that must have been X-Nate on this campaign. I mean, I have a couple torches still. Yes, I have 5 torches. So if I have to, I'll light up a torch from this
Okay.
candelabra.
I mean, yeah, you can grab from that candelabra. Hold on just a second. I genuinely did not think I would need these notes, so I just have to find them real quick.
Oh,
We could just
I love this for me. Awesome.
Awesome.
Excuse me as I like cringe internally, my abs just become fucking gelatin.
I mean,
Yeah, let's.
you did
let's-
walk yourself
let's-
into an area.
Listen.
Let's see
No.
here.
Who knew there'd be consequences to my
Listen,
actions?
no. Listen, no. Okay. The wooden stairs climb 20 feet to a sort of loft with a pitched roof and a door in the center of the south wall. Unlit lanterns hang from the rafters, and ropes dangle from a bronze bell lodged in the belfry 30 feet overhead. The room is filled with the sound of beautiful, haunting music, as if from a distance. A melody so enchanting that it adds a bit of much-needed warmth to the otherwise freezing room. A black shroud covers a humanoid shape lying on a wooden table, and a cot heaped with furs rests in the northeast corner, surrounded by empty wine bottles. And the rest of you are with him?
We're making our way there. He probably has just a few moments in terrifying silence
yep.
so we can learn his lesson.
Wow, thanks. I didn't think there'd be spooky dooky shit up here.
Really? Did you forget
Correct.
what campaign this is?
I thought this was like Candyland Strahd edition.
Yeah, now you in the molasses swamp with your book.
So
Fuck.
let's see. You have
I lost my turn.
grabbed one of these candles, right?
Sure, let's go with that.
All the horror trope. Meager light
Yes,
source.
as one does, you grab a candle so that way there's a spooky face behind you that you'll never see until you turn around twice.
Right. As that tends. Yep. Okay, yeah, if you want to continue on, you may into the room.
Oh God.
Are you walking over to the shrouded form on that table?
Which table?
The one here at the bottom of the room.
Oh, that's the table. Okay.
Are
Which
you
is
approaching
technically
it?
the west side of the room.
I mean, I don't have much of a choice. I do have to go by it in order to like continue into the room.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm right next to it.
Yeah. Are you doing anything with it? I was just asking, other than going, oh God, when you get close to it.
The DM asks if I touch it.
It does have a blanket on it.
Does it have a blanket on it?
It does have like a sheet, very thin, very heavily stained sheet lying over it.
Oh, ew, no. Mystery stains. No, my real life tells you do not touch mystery stains.
Okay.
But there was a hammock full of animal furs, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Say
Is that what
animal.
this is? This lawn, the chair is over here.
Yep.
That's gonna sift through that bad boy.
It's quite a few animal furs that appear from like small trappings and things like that, but there's also a few coats that come in various shapes and sizes as if belonging to multiple people.
Well, that's pretty not great and ominous, but I'm gonna take them.
All of them?
As many as I can, because I'm gonna take out some leatherworker tools and start like stitching some together so that they fit.
Okay.
A Frankenstein cloak, if you will.
Yes, basically.
Okay. Okay, you can just grab a bundle. You just walk there and grab a bundle of clothes. Are you doing anything else?
Wow, there's a weird viola up here. That's interesting. And a door. Cool, bye.
Okay.
I literally just came up here for clothes and I'm leaving.
Okay. You guys can like meet up back like down on the stairs if you want. As he comes back down. Is anyone wanting to go up there to investigate further?
Surprise, what did you find?
Just dumps a bunch of clothes. Oh my God, they're huge.
Why are they so huge?
I don't know. Someone cast the enlarge spell. Well, I found a bunch of clothing that I would like to wear because it's cold. Also, some weird shadowy body was on some table up there, and I just left that alone.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, I got a bunch of clothes, and also there's a weird shadowy body on a table up there.
What is a shadowy body?
It's like, and he'll kind of gesture to you like you if you were all shadows and nothing else.
Well, normally I would be ready to figure out what is up there, but You kind of look like shit, if we're being honest, and Irina is not much better, so
Yeah, there's also a door, but you know, I got what I needed. And he's gonna start like working at the table real quick.
yeah, much like every other party of adventurers, I say we don't check every single room, but that's just me.
We've removed the greater evil from this place. Anything else is either benign or will have to be managed by the locals. And we've created a pocket of safety. None of them will be able to walk out the front gate.
Hello,
Here comes
Vasilka.
Vasilka just near.
I
And
really
she just comes wandering slowly through. Not really turning her head to either of you, but roaming aimlessly. She'll stop and stare out a window.
I really wish we could do something for Vasilka.
Can't heal everything. You can't save everyone. Some people you just have to remove as much pain as you can. Now, we've done what we have to do here. We have the artifact. We sent whatever the abbot was back to whence it came. We need to be on the way. We stayed in one place for too long.
All right.
And he'll just kind of break the thread with the teeth and tie it up. And like, and I got a coat.
You gonna do the whole unfurl thing of all of them
Oh
together?
hell yeah! And it's just like it's a mess because it's asymmetrical in like every aspect of it. But it's got 2 armholes, and that's all I need.
Tobias and the multicolored skin suit.
I hate
Wait,
how you
hold on.
called
Oh,
it
I'm
that.
sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. I know you're
No.
vegan, but
No,
fucking stop.
could you don't?
He's thrift shopping.
Listen, I'm not the one who made some you know, you guys ready to walk?
I mean, I'm still a little tired, but yeah, it's
Jawohl.
we have to leave here for whatever reason, besides the fact that it's cold.
Yep, we're going to be on the move. Hopefully just somewhere safer.
Right.
If nothing else, we can rest on the way. But back down to Krezk.
You guys can exit, leaving the abbey, the courtyard, and the walls behind. Begin descending down the switchback paths towards the village of Krezk.
Gosh, we walked up here.
You guys are. I'm not gonna make you maneuver.
Are you sure? We're gonna speed run this. Hurry, go.
This is the challenge. Instead of the difficulty challenges that you roll for success, it's like, can you successfully Tetris move your way down this mountain without going over the edge? Let's go. I wish I had game music ready to go. Like beep, beep.
Yeah, like
beep,
the
beep,
Tetris
beep,
music.
beep, beep.
You always need to have the silly, goofy music I've found. So that your players know they're doing something
I
dumb.
had it all ready to go in Harper's, but I didn't prepare it for this game. I love how much progress Toby is making, though. I'm so proud of you. Eventually, you get down to Krezk, where most of the village is quiet. There are a few people out taking care of tasks, but there is a somber sort of feel to the whole town. Let's see here. Let me get you guys positioned. Okay. Are you stopping to talk to anyone, or are you just continuing on your way through town? No one will try and stop you. There are a few people that look up and definitely recognize you.
Fucking better.
But they do just seem to be tending to their duties and going about, and no one seems overly eager to stop you for conversation.
There was the head midwife. We should inform her. I don't think the burgomaster wants to talk to us at the moment.
Are you going to her house?
I'll briefly stop by.
Okay. Yeah. She will open the door and look very wary. And she's got like a little hand cloth in her hands, obviously drying them. Yes.
The abbot and a good number of his followers have moved on. If you wish to reclaim the abbey in any official method, you are free to do so.
Moved on.
They've left, vacated the premises.
That is unfortunate. There was a lot of healing that...
No. You had provided healing. He turned people into monsters. If he was something good, he was it a long time ago. I have consecrated the grounds as the best of my power. You should be relatively safe around the graveyard at the very least. And anything left there, we must entrust to you and the guard of this town.
She will just kind of gaze up at the side of the mountain and just, I appreciate you letting me know.
Yes, please inform the rest of the village. They have the right to safe haven. We don't expect thanks, and we will be leaving you now.
Of course. I know it is hard for the Krezkovs, but I do appreciate your help the other day.
As I said, there's no thanks needed.
She will move to like close the door, just with kind of a quiet nod. And you guys continue on, or do you try and stop and talk to the Krezkovs?
Oh no, I'm not. No.
All right, you will leave town, walking out, getting your last view of these houses in the snow as you pass through the gates. And let's see here. Where were we?
It's fun. On this map, there's an added modifier of if I press up or down, I go diagonal instead of up or down.
Oh, fun.
There's also two of you.
What?
We're still down by.
One.
We're down by the.
Oh, too late.
Too late. No, there isn't. What are you
Oh,
talking
now there's
about?
no Colin.
Okay, so you guys are able to leave Krezk behind and continue back down sort of southwest onto the Old Svalich road.
We need a
from where you
Colin
came.
because I don't think he's in here.
Oh, he is. He's ahead of you.
I'm right here.
Where?
Ahead of you.
Like I straight up do not see him on the map.
I'm invisible to the Tobias eye.
I mean, I
Hmm.
see him.
Yeah, he's there.
He's there. Before we continue any further, did you want to take a quick break? And I'm going to try and reset the Foundry server
think-
so that we can move
yeah.
on.
Yeah,
I think
because
that'd be
it's
best.
weird to see no Colin, but like I see his name. I do not see his token.
That's very strange.
Well, yeah. Well, let's take
All
it.
right,
He's
we
like
will
right
take-
here next.
Quick break. He is. We will take a quick break and be right back. Everyone go stretch your legs and I will refresh the server.
It's the Portuguese fucked up.
And we're back.
Wow.
Really? Not even the,
Well, I'm glad we didn't do it the last thing, so it's okay.
Columbus, great guy.
There was
What a winner.
a lot of interesting conversation while we were away.
Yeah.
We are still just dealing with some slight technical difficulties, but it's not totally broken the game, so we're just gonna continue. You guys are here on the road, traveling. And despite having come this way before, you don't readily, like, nothing is readily recognizable as, oh, I definitely remember this tree. It's just very much a dark, overgrown forest that seems to have almost changed in your absence.
Hey, Dr. Van Richten,
Mm-hmm.
where are we going?
We have a number of locations to explore. The closest one, I think our next destination should be the Visit of Vines. I have some theories I wish to confirm there, and our friends at the Blue Water Inn indicated it would be a safe place.
And I assume that the Wizard of Wine is in a winery?
It is a winery. If there
No,
is a visit,
I said a winery, not a vinery.
yes, a
I
winery.
mean, it has both, doesn't it? If it makes wine, but he'll look
Actually-
around at like the half-dead nature. I don't know how they're growing grapes or
Well, they're a
fruits.
wizard.
No, look, Markovs are a talented family, but
What do we know about the Markovs?
they run the Blue Water Inn.
Oh yes, though I'm very terrible with names. Should just let you know that it was always hard with students. They say their name one ear, out the other.
Hence the proclivity towards fanciful nicknames, yeah?
Oh yes, nicknames are much easier to remember.
So what did you teach?
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know how it is in a small town.
Well,
Ah. We had one of our sports coaches teaching English. He was very terrible at English.
you mean I'm sure you mean common, but
Well, we call it English where we're from.
oh, okay.
What is common, anyways? Common is just that it's like
It's kind of what we're speaking. It's the common tongue of most everybody.
well, why should it be called common where it might not be common somewhere else?
Because
It's the
usually
standard,
those places have
it's the standard
something
agreed
else.
upon trade lingo of the main guilds in the area.
Anyways, to answer your question, I taught history mostly.
Oh,
Oh,
That,
wonderful.
that was a
interesting.
long time ago, though. My studies have changed subjects, we'll say.
What?
So where are we going?
To visit of Vines, we should be getting across the river back to the crossroads.
And you know where we're going, correct?
Of course I know where we're going.
Well, then why am I leading the way?
Van
Because I
Richten,
can't move my token.
as you're turning to talk to Colin, you see a figure out of the corner of your eye behind you all on the road, following you.
I'll turn and have a hand crossbow at the ready, just like
Ah.
I'll pull it out and have behind my back. Oh,
I'm helping move you guys.
Yeah, you are. Oh my
I
god! I,
thought-
was
I
just
thought
like,
it
I'm like
was-
the ghost.
I thought it was Toby. I was like, Toby, unhand me. Stop dragging me with you.
Hand me.
Unhand me, you cud.
But I wanna get a better look at this figure.
Yeah, as you turn, despite it being firmly in the corner of your vision, as you turn to face it full on, it is no longer there.
I'm going to maintain an awareness of this figure. Fucking miss spirit, motherfucker. Yeah, I'll think I've randomly paused in my sentence and then.
But as I said, we should find safety at the Visitor Vines.
Okay.
So let's hurry on. These woods continue to get stranger.
And again, as you turn, you can see it out of the corner of your eye again.
Mm-hmm. Do
I would
we
not-
see it?
Nope. Van Richten.
Okay, cool. Because we can obviously see Van Richten looking back and
Yeah, I literally
Looking
was explaining,
I-
stopped, pivoted, turned, and then seemed to relax a whole lot of the tension in my body and continue onward.
Would I smell it?
You smell nothing other than the forest, the decay and rot of years and years of leaves and underbrush like piled up.
Okay, that's fair.
Am I the human patients?
It's okay, you're the one going crazy now.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I've been crazy before. I got better though.
I got better though.
So what do you you said the Wizard of Wines would be safe. What makes it safe?
There's an order here that seeks to fight back against Strahd and the powers that control him. I have suspected the Montecarves of being a member of this order for some time, and they went so far as to confirm that they had allies here that we might be able to call on outside the city.
I'm gonna make a wild guess and say that they've tried before and were just unsuccessful with him, or
No one has tried before, or rather, I tried before and was not successful.
It's okay. Failure is a great learning tool. I think it's foolish to assume that it'll be safe, though. Out of everywhere we've gone that was supposed to be safe, there's really only been one place that was safe. So be prepared for anything.
There was an assumption of safety, but we shall see. Out of there. We got nowhere by.
And I'm like, turn quickly again.
The moment you turn to face it full on, it is not there. But as you watch it, if you continue to try and watch it out of the corner of your eye, it is very clearly a figure following your group at a steady pace.
Hey, Ricky, what's going on there?
Dr. Ricky, please. Nothing. The mists are playing tricks. Forgive an old man his lack of vision.
They're playing tricks on only you this time.
You don't see anyone?
I don't think I see anything.
You look back at the woods and see only trees and mist.
That tree right there definitely has a face, though. Is that what
Oh
you
yeah,
saw?
it super has a face. It's
They
just
both
like
have
it's
a
like
face.
someone punched it in the gun. It goes, ugh.
Oh,
That is
man!
absolutely the face that it's making.
Oh! Oh!
Shit.
You're welcome.
Is that what you
right
are
in the
seeing?
chestnuts.
You know,
You have nuts in your chest?
You're asking
Oh,
too many
move.
questions. Let's move on.
moving on. Dr. Ricky, the human mind can see what it wants to see a lot. Are you sure you're not seeing things in the mist, just assuming that they're more than they are?
If I was to go insane, I would have done so a long time ago. I think I will keep an eye on this figure, but for the moment it appears benign.
Well,
Right.
maybe it's some kind of entity looking over you.
Looking
Is there-
over me.
Does it feel threatening?
It would be less threatening if I could see it.
I mean, we can stop and have a nice little picnic in a seance if you want.
I think I will pass for the moment.
Fair enough.
Perhaps when we are truly safe.
Where are you looking as you talk to Colin?
I'm like turning back to speak with him as I'm moving forward, like kind of that like half behind, like
This
on a
time,
trail.
as you turn to move back forward, it'll appear as if the creature increased its pace.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's about 60 feet behind you.
Fucking angel bullshit. Okay.
I should inform you, it seems to be getting closer to us, so.
Well, if I can't see it and it seems to be following you, let's keep walking, but here, take a little of this, and I'll pull out a spool of black thread and just kind of wrap it around my hand, and I'll slap Van Richten on the back and give him Bulwark. So the aura of Van Richten will glow for a second as it fades away, and you will, if you take damage, negate up to 15 points of damage. If it goes over 15, though, you will take the damage.
Okay. HP. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, we're continuing on. So
And have you made everyone aware? Everyone is aware
yes,
of it?
I would ask because I'm familiar with some talents that Irina and I both share. If Irina is also seeing this,
She's
given
not-
we both have the Rangers kind of.
Nope. Not.
Evil awareness. Why must you fail me? Anyway.
Yeah. And on the note of Irina, with how tired and exhausted she is, I feel like we kind of take turns letting her lean on each of us as we walk along. And just know that she's pretty silent right now.
Yeah.
Really, she doesn't say much at all, but
Super quiet, very tired. Yes.
Yeah. but we're helping bring her along.
Mm-hmm.
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 Okay. Eventually, you guys will end back up at the crossroads, which you do recognize. Although the forest definitely seems to grow and change quite a bit. Not necessarily grow, but change. And let's see here. Let's zoom out. And I will remind you.
How cool we are and how we're all your friends and you love us.
No.
No.
As you as you approach again, you will, as you look around, see that there's a weather-worn signpost next to the road. There's 3 arms of the sign that point along the 3 branches of the road once you cross this river. The arm pointing the way you come from reads Krezk, and through the words, you can see behind you, that's the way you came. The arm pointing east is Vallaki on the sign, and that road slopes up gradually in that direction. And then the arm pointing southwest reads the Wizard of Wines. And the road slopes gently downward in that direction. I assume you are continuing on southwest?
Wizard of Vines, yes,
Okay.
please.
Okay. The road, as you travel, the road actually becomes less wide, beaten, muddy path and more of a gravel road. And you will notice that as you travel, the trees look a little bit more green. The moss is a bit more overgrown.
How
As in
many?
this path? Sorry, this
I was
path
just
is
gonna-
less traveled.
Yes, this path is less traveled. You seem to be like
Mm.
off of a branch of the major road that travels through Barovia. And the trees almost seem it seems less dry forest and more damp wooded area here. Lots of moss and thick, spongy, like leaf covered ground.
Like,
Great. I love wet socks.
Just avoid any puddles.
How many days have we been traveling by now?
You are still within the first day at this point to get to
Okay.
the crossroads.
How much longer do we have to go, Van Richten?
Uncertain, but certainly we're on the right way. Why? Do we used to stop?
Well, I know that Tobias and Irina are still pretty tired. I'm just not sure if we should enter a new city and location exhausted or should find somewhere. I mean, is there anywhere safe to rest at all in this place, really?
Objectively 9. But we can make some small safety if we wish to step off the road. Find a clearing, overturn some earths to get it into a bit drier state and start a fire.
Well, travel until I would say an hour or two before nightfall to give us some time. And
Let's get a bit away from the crossroads, yeah.
all right, great.
Right, you step off the road, and you will see quite a few charms and little wooden bundles with string hanging from. Why is it not?
Oh no, I read a story like this once.
I am beginning to suspect you've read a story about everything at least once.
Oh, I used to read a lot. Well, so yes.
And what happened in your story? Did you also encounter druids or hags?
Well, it depends on what these bundles' intended purpose are, and I'll walk up and kind of look at one. Are they for protection, or are they to as a warning? I'm not sure. I'd have to take a closer look. And yeah, I'd like to see what kind of rituals or anything these bundles are intended for.
Yeah. So there's quite a few of them. They're, upon closer inspection, many of them appear to be crafted from animal parts, like beetle shells, insect wings, rabbit's feet, bound together in like a strange, like silk-like string material. And it seems like surprisingly durable. And even without a check, it radiates slight enchantment magic. You will see, like, up above one of these trees, there is the very old remains of, like, a small wooden home. But really only the slightest hint of a foundation still shows above the damp moss.
All right. Well, there's one way to figure out what's going on here, and I will give myself guidance, and it also gives me the benefit of the augury spell. So we're looking at how we feel in this area, whether it's wheel, woe, or wheel and woe, or nothing.
How you feel just in general? Because that seems more like a question. What are you asking specifically, Colin?
Are these incantations meant for nefarious purposes, or are they good in intention? So yeah, wheel is for good results, woe is for bad results, wheel and woe is for both.
I think like the wheel and woe question should be more specifically like, is it safe to be here?
Yeah, literally that. Is it safe to be here?
Like, if we continue on this with our current plan of camping here, will we be fine?
Wheel and woe.
Yeah, I need to get rid of this one. That's it gives the same answer every time in this damn place.
What was your question?
If it's safe to camp here, and it gave both good and bad. So I mean,
kind of turn around and gesture.
You're in Barovia. What did you expect?
Yeah, well, I didn't prepare to come here, so give me some time and I'll adapt to the climate.
I'm checking out the rest of the area. Do we still have a halfway decent light conditions?
Yeah, it is mostly decent light conditions. I mean, it's overcast and there's quite a bit of fog and mist swirling throughout the trees, but it is not dark.
And I guess I would also like to make a check of some kind about the exact nature of this setup. Is this hitting me more as a I know it rings with enchantment, the specific charms ring with enchantment, but is this setup, is it like a druidic in nature, or of course I think you know what I'm paranoid about, it's that circle of mushrooms right there, so like, or is there a different meaning behind this? Like, I've literally written the book on hags. Is this something that would ping as like, this is a hag, Claire?
Roll a religion check for me.
Okay. Think religion. Okay, just want to double check on my sheet. That's still accurate. I don't think I've updated it on Foundry, but it should still be fine. Neat. I'm still paranoid about that mist guy.
Yeah, so here's the thing. These appear, as far as you can tell, like most little offerings or charms that someone would craft together as a sort of a warding. Very simple, very crude, almost like a commoner would put this together. It seems vaguely religious or related to worship in nature, but more than that, you can't really tell.
My initial suspicions is that this is related to one of the three sisters. This might be semi-sacred ground.
What are you doing to examine these things?
Observing larger ones from a distance, going if any of them are hanging from trees, just lightly like making them turn a little bit.
And you are touching them?
Well, I want to see if I have a. I don't believe I have a spell that would allow me to. I don't have prestidigitation or druidcraft to create a slight breeze, so I'm going to just kind of like, touch them to see if they move or make any sound with movement.
A few of them, they don't make any sound, but a few of them you will touch, and you will get the taste of blood in your mouth. And you'll reach out to touch, and there's nothing there, but you can taste blood. And not like your own blood, but as if you bit into a very rare steak.
Concerning.
Something is odd here, though. I dissuade anyone from touching the charms.
Well,
Very irony.
Colin, with your eye for these sorts of things, you are going to see a small little totem carving almost out of stone. And the head of it appears to be vaguely wolf-like in shape, with its jaw open and very crudely carved teeth bared. And Van Richten, the figure stands at the edge of the tree line in the corner of your vision, watching.
Yeah.
Hey. That matches descriptions. So it's not Jenny. It's not Jenny Green Tea. It's not. It's not the Madame Ava. I will turn to where the figure is, and obviously, does it disappear?
Yep. Immediately as you turn to look at it, it is gone from your vision.
Oh gosh. What was the name of the antler sister, or at least it was the Lady of the Hunt? Antler woman, half wolf skull, long claw. And can I recall where her figure was touching on the map? Is the mountainous regions in the south on my notes, but I was wondering if it was specifically nearby.
Hey, Van Richten.
Do you want to roll a history check?
Sure. I will also be consulting my notes at the same time, but yeah, I will definitely roll a history check.
You should try a mirror.
Oh, come the fuck off.
And you're searching through your notes and you are finding nothing.
I will continue to be looking through my notes on local customs because I'm familiar with the Lady of the Hunt, and this seems to match a lot of her totemic. I'll be muttering this as I'm looking through notes.
You keep whipping around, and maybe you should just try a mirror instead of looking at whatever it is straight on.
I suspect the creature, whatever it may be, or the spirit, goddess, might simply be aware of any perception of her beyond the creeping in the periphery. It's a human tactic, old human tactic, persistence hunting. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I'll kneel down closer to this totem and kind of check it out further. Are you saying that it's magical?
Not perhaps magical, but certainly religious, and the area does seem suffused with magical properties. She who hunts.
Sorry, that question was meant for the all-knowing entity in the sky.
Well, there are many all-knowing entities in the sky. I did not
It
take
is
of... Oh my gosh!
vaguely magical.
Oh,
A voice comes
I'm-
booming down.
my God!
It is vaguely magical, but not strongly from it's more subtle enchantment magic, but it's an old type of magic, more religious in nature than anything else.
Okay, let me read real quick what I can do exactly before I touch it. So
I will tell you that as you look at it, the the jaws that are hanging open, its teeth continue to look sharper and sharper as you sit there staring at it, almost as if a trick of the eye. And you will start to see some dried blood around the jaw.
Well, yeah, all I can do is discern if it is magical. Oh,
How close are you standing to it?
I'm like kneeling down, like with my lenses flipped up, just kind of looking at it. And we need some excitement. Why not? I will reach out and grab it.
All right, you reach out your hand without even really seeing it happen, and not what you were intending to do. You will slice the tip of your finger on one of the teeth, and you are going to get a vision of ground racing beneath you, blood fresh in your mouth, and a figure runs beside you. Quicker than the rest of your pack, skull and antlers on her head, her bones and limbs long and sinewy, appearing almost bark-like in places, blood dripping from her mouth and down her throat, spreading across her chest.
Well, I should have seen that one coming as I kind of do the...
come back from this vision and kind of lick your finger, I'm going to let you know mechanically you have received a minor boon to tracking, so survival and nature checks that will last for a day.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, weird wolf lady. I appreciate you.
Oh, you know.
And I'll just go ahead and leave this totem here to benefit the next person.
It is way too large for you to try and move short of having a wagon. It's
okay.
It's probably like 3 feet tall.
Wonderful. And in my little notebook that's in my pockets somewhere, I'll sketch down a little drawing of her. Well, Van Richten, have you figured anything out yet?
I believe this is the ground of she who hunts.
I think you would be correct in that, as I have now seen her, and I think seen through the eyes of her pack. It's no biggie.
If you guys are searching about still for a camping spot, you will notice that there are more ruins, ruined foundations of small houses, as if this was at one point a very small, settlement that has been lost to, or quickly overtaken by the forest.
Well, I feel as safe here as anywhere else, so I'm guessing this is where we'll stay for the night.
I kind of just look up and around at the charms. And
Lady of Hunts, she who guides the bow and the blades, please watch over us in our vigil.
As you say this, you turn your head to face this figure, and you will see the shape rush towards you, coming straight full on at your face. And just as the figure's appearance begins to clear for you, so you can almost make out their features, a large slash will appear across their neck, and blood will just gush forth right as the figure reaches you and dissipates.
Curious.
now, does that ping to me of any perhaps traumatic memories of mine, or
No?
Okay, good. That would be bad. So I'll kind of, stand, and everyone will. I'm not gonna, obviously don't stonewall this. Like everyone's gonna see the kind of shift in stance to take something on, and just the again relaxing of tension in Von Richten's whole entire body.
I think we will be relatively safe here for tonight.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yes, but now I can say it with more certainty.
It is true. I'm not a doctor, so.
Into the ruins.
You guys find a foundation of a house. It's about like 4, walls, but it's really only about 2 logs deep. The rest of the walls have fallen away. But there's trees that have grown up around it, almost forming like a bit of a 2-walled shelter around it. And you guys can cozy up in there. Are you establishing watch?
No, we'll all sleep together and have a nice long nap. No, yeah, we'll split it up into quarters.
Okay.
Von Richten offers to take the first watch.
With each hour, can each of you roll 2 perception checks for each hour that goes by?
Everyone together, or
Just on your own or whatever. It's just to see what happens.
okay? So I'll go first. 2 perception checks.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, Corn Dog. This next roll is going to be with advantage. 25.
Okay.
And
Go ahead with your second one.
second one is going to be a dirty 20.
Okay. You hear many sounds throughout your watch, but none of them appear to be coming close. And so you are able to do your watch without events.
Any more appearances from Corner Eye?
Are you doing anything to try and prompt it?
As I'm going through, I'll just kind of try and think of some local prayers that I might have picked up, or some small stuff to the Lady of the Hunt, if there's any indication. If I'm particularly bored, I might.
Tell me what you would say, like, out loud.
Honestly, I can almost see him, like, this is a pretty live forest, but I imagine there's still probably some tree fallings of twigs and stuff. Like, if he's honestly just up and watching around a fire, he might start braiding together one of these little charms as well, just kind of making a wicker kind of circle.
A Lady of the Hunt, Master of the Bone and Blade and Bite. We are a bit lost. We have been...
As you say this, the wicker thing that you are forming in your hands is just going to start bleeding, with thick red blood running down your hands and arms.
Stop for a moment. Try to continue on.
The prey we pursue has hurt you, I understand it, and your sisters, taken this land from you, and has evaded me for far too long. I'm an old hunter. Perhaps you know of me. But I sadly have not known you as long as I would have liked, I think. But there are those in our group who need your help. They are not hunters. Not yet, I think. Give them guidance. Make their aim true. Show them where to strike, where it hurts. They will restore you to your place yet. And take the greatest quarry of them all.
And I think I just about finish a little wicker ball at that point.
Van Richten, have you ever been in a swamp?
Yeah, of course.
Towards the end of your prayer, you can swear that you can smell. You get the hint of, like, the smells of a swamp as you are sitting there. And this wicker creation in your hands is just pouring blood all over you. Your watch has kind of come up, though, so how do you wrap this up and wake your other...
I'll move over to one of the trees and just kind of tie it onto a small branch and kind of take off my scarf and wrap around the blood stain for a moment. And I'll kneel over to whoever indicated they would be taking the second watch amongst the group.
I can take it. I'm not exhausted.
Young Colin.
Oh, like grab your hand and start like pushing like right at your wrist.
Yes, I'm here.
Still alive, yeah?
I don't know. Am I?
Good then. I could do a full diagnostic, of course, but I think at the moment, not quite still living.
Well,
No, it's your... But that does make it your time to watch.
sounds good. Maybe we're all dead and this is hell, but...
Oh, no. I can't die yet. The hell is me being alive.
Well, get some old man sleep.
Oh, yes, you'll hear quite the snoring from me.
All right. I'll see you in the morning.
Yes, well, make sure you tell whoever's last. I like a nice, slow brewed cup.
All right. Cup of moss tea. Got it.
Good for the bones, I hear.
Colin, do you want to roll your 2 checks?
First one is 16. The second one is 21.
Okay. For a second, you think you hear something far off, echoing against the trees, some commotion. But as you wait, the second hour passes and nothing more happens. You're able to go wake up. We'll assume that you like wake up Arena, or and hers passes without incident as well, and then she can wake up Toby.
Sounds good.
Okay. Arena will come and wake you up, Toby. I'm not going to do Sarah doing Arena impression, but she will come wake you up.
Okay.
Still seeming very tired, since she has still got some exhaustion left.
Okay.
All right, roll your 2 perception checks as you groggily wake up and get to your feet.
Oh boy, a 10.
Awesome.
Followed by a 12.
Okay. So your 2 hours pass without incident. However, towards the end of it, you will hear increasing sounds of growling, and what sounds like some sort of skirmish of some kind. Maybe it's animals hunting to the south.
Cool.
And your watch is over. And you guys are able to take a long rest. I will mark off on Arena that she has taken a long rest.
Thank you. Yeah, that would be that. I think between Tobias and Irina, that's the most important. Though I do get my...
Technically, my perception should have been a little lower because I was on disadvantage, but, I can't do too much worse than what I did.
Well, I get my 5th level slot back, which is great.
Imagine.
Couldn't be me.
So you guys are all able to wake, and the sounds of some clanging, some growling, a few yelps continue to echo off the trees from the south. And you can all hear them now.
Well, who's making the cup of brew for Van Richten? Did you make it, Toby?
Make what?
Oh, never mind. It's fine. Is everyone ready to continue on?
Of course. Nice long rest.
Yeah, I still feel very tired. It's not quite easy to get good rest in a place like this.
Are you heading back to the road? Is that what you're doing, or what are you doing?
Anything to report from anyone's watches?
Say probably.
Just a lot of weird noises, and I saw a giant bear bat fly through the sky, but that's about it.
Ah, yes, the bear bat, a sign of good luck amongst the people of Chicken Bay.
Yeah, now I know you're bullshitting because I just made that up.
Did you? Or perhaps I know more than you do.
You know more about what I make up than I do?
Perhaps there's more to this world than you think. Come.
Oh, maybe there's more to this world than you think.
Oh, most likely.
Have you ever thought about alternate dimensions?
I'm quite focused on this one at the moment, and I'm not done with it.
Cool. Anyways, back to the road, yes?
Jawohl.
On the road again. This is a song I heard in a book one time.
How do you hear a song as a book?
Do you not hear the words on the page as you read them?
You have such
And
a
I've-
defined rhythm to it, though.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can make something like that. I've done something similar with like music boxes, and I'm sure you could do it with a book. It's not
I
that hard.
hear-
It's
I-
just
I hear all sorts of voices and songs in my head. Do you not?
just from time to time when I think of a song.
Are you saying your head is empty any other time?
Sometimes it's a little monotonous when I have to
At
make
the
things.
risk of continuing this conversation, I will encourage us to think on the Wizard of Ides instead.
Well, I mean, we're walking and talking. What else is there to do?
Colin, up ahead you see a slumped figure kind of in the distance on the side of the road.
Well, looks like this road is blocked. Let's turn around and go a different way.
Hold on, we just need a flute and it should be good, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you
hello?
understood the reference.
Are you okay over there?
Are you continuing to walk towards it?
We should.
Slowly, yes, while yelling out.
As you grow closer, it seems to be the hulking form of a wolf, larger than any normal wolf. And its fur is matted with blood, and it appears to have a few very clean slices to its torso. Clearly the sign of its death. Or the cause of its death.
Wait, it's dead?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, unfortunate, you poor thing. I'll walk closer, and just in case, I'll put bulwark on myself, and I'll kind of start to examine it a little.
Is that wise, Colin? Just to go up to a body and just start doing that?
Well, you can't get answers any other way, and
Well, maybe don't go by yourself.
well, then follow me. What are you waiting for?
We're
I don't know.
accompanying him.
Listen,
As you examine the wolf, you'll notice a few of its teeth are broken, as if it was biting against something, and it has been slashed with possibly a sword though one possibly magic in nature because of the cleanliness of the slice.
Hmm. How big is this wolf? Like how?
Direwolf?
It's very large. We could say dire wolf.
That's a big
Well,
bitch.
Yeah, whatever was able to fight against this thing could definitely pose danger to us. Or it was someone protecting themselves, and maybe they can be a future ally, but either way, be careful.
The creatures of this land sometimes answer to Strahd himself, the wolves especially. But with the
Further
place
in
we-
on the tree line, you actually notice a larger shape on the ground.
Well, the plot thickens. I still have a little bit of my protection, so I'll keep walking towards it and call out again. Hello? Are you okay?
Further south, you can hear quite a commotion, but this body appears like a large wolf-type figure, although it seems clearly to have been one that walked on its hind legs like a man. And it is probably over 7 feet tall, if it were still standing.
Gosh, this is wild. Either someone is fighting for their life, or they're on some type of crusade.
Killing wolf creatures?
Yeah, just give me just a quick moment, and I'm gonna take out a crude tool from my various pockets, and I'm gonna pull one of the teeth of the big werewolf thing and just put it in a vial and put it in my pocket.
Okay. And Van Richten, you would clearly identify this creature as a werewolf.
Yeah, it's a lycanthrope, clearly.
Oh, what?
A werewolf, perhaps is the more common term.
No, like I kind of understood what you said the first time. It's the fact of finding one of these and he'll gesture around is kind of weird to me.
So, must I remind you, the place we just came from had a number of strange animalogous creatures, as well as you are a large lizard man.
You keep saying that, but everything else says otherwise.
Yeah.
Except for everyone else in the party and my own eyes.
Hey,
I've checked you for magic.
Tobias, walk up to that tree right there and lash out at it with your hand like you're going to claw it, and tell me what happens to the tree.
What?
Just do it.
Okay, so he'll kind of like go up to the tree and just like,
What's mean? Describe
like-
for me this attack.
so-
this
so,
magical ability, the spell you're casting called meh.
So you know how humans are averse to actually harming themselves, knowing the pain that comes with what they're about to do? He's not going to actually like rake across it knowing nothing's bad's going to happen to him. He's going to kind of go just kind of like gliding his fingers across. Just because it's like he's afraid that he's going to just like fuck his fingers up by just going across a bunch of bark, and he doesn't want that to happen.
Yeah, as you do this, 4 large slashes are going to appear like scraping across the bark.
Huh.
Now, Tobias, look at that pattern in the tree. What does it look like?
I guess claw marks, but I think maybe I gotta clip my fingernails.
Oh, Tobias. Well, if you
Roman.
cannot trust us and you cannot trust your own eyes, then just stick with us and we'll keep you safe. But
It's not that I don't trust you, but I really don't have anything to go off of, like, proof wise. I mean, this doesn't prove anything right now to me.
Would you like me to chop off your hand and see if you can tell if it's a lizard hand?
Let's avoid
What?
further scientific demonstrations.
Yes, I hear something. Do you hear it too? There's obviously some fighting in the distance.
There very much is. To the south, you will hear increasing sounds of battle. It almost sounds like there is clanging and sword sounds, very familiar to all of you, as well as growling and quite a few yelps.
Tobias, unbeknownst to him, is going to kind of start growling in response, kind of like the inner hidden Toby that he doesn't know. But, to everybody else, they'll actually hear like that guttural, deep voice growl.
I assume we should go help who's ever in trouble, yes?
Ah,
All right, well, hip hip hooray, I'm so excited.
oh, come now. You could stand at the back and continue on as how helpful you've always been.
How about I lead in the front because I still have this protection, and I'll just start running towards the fight.
For a very light enchantment, you're very confident about it.
If I die, I die.
You guys are running through the forest towards the sound, and eventually you will clear the trees into a small opening, clearing in the forest, and there you will see about 3 large direwolves and 2 of these werewolves fighting a figure. And this is not an exact representation, but the figure appears to be some sort of not alive knight. Their armor is tattered, ruined, and falling apart. Their sword and shield, however, is pristine and clean. Very different from the rest of them. They are dressed in like a coif, chainmail hauberk, gambeson, and most of their skin is still intact. However, it appears to be kind of that grayish skin.
Gaunt?
Yeah, grayish and gaunt and just with no color to it. Just very colorless, dead-looking flesh. They have like a short beard. It was probably quite tidy when they were alive, but is now tattered and unkempt, graying with age. And their stance is very strong and proud, but very in a tired way. Every once in a while, it's almost like he will, between slashes against the wolves, almost like act like he is resting on his sword. And you will see him fighting against all of these wolves. And before any of you do anything, I am going to leave us there, pause us there on that little cliffhanger.
Listen, if this was a video game, I'd happen upon that and be like, carry on. You guys can fight it out.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
you
boring.
just let them keep going, and then like when they're weak, that's when you take them out.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's why you couldn't join the Fighters Guild in Skyrim.
That game sucks.
It needs
Oof.
aside. It makes you weak. Anyway,
Get back. Okay, so I am going to pause us there. That will conclude session 25 of Curse of Strahd Dark Echoes. Let me take you back to the landing page for you. There. Boop. You guys finally made it away from the Abbey, so that's good.
huzzah!
I was worried when you went upstairs, Toby.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Everything was gonna be fine.
Thought I was gonna go fuck around some shadows and find out.
Thank you all for joining us. that is it for session 25. It was a shorter session today because we are down a few players, but the travel episodes still need to happen. Tune in for more every other Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Pacific. Our next episode, where we find out what happens with this encounter, will be Saturday, March 12th. I am Luke Locke, and I have been your Dungeon Master this morning. Players, would you like to go around and see yourselves out?
So, Sarah couldn't make it, but she's in tons of things and stuff. So just make sure to follow Sarah on all social medias so you can hear about that. I am Korabi. I play Colin, the human antiquarian. Real quick stuff from me is before we end, Luca will talk about the other shows today, but we do have 2 more exciting shows today that you can stick around for on this wonderful Saturday. And I will personally be back on Tuesday, March 1st for Dare Electric 2, Electric Underwater Boogaloo. And I'll go ahead and finish there because you can hear about the other things and stuff when you come watch Dare Electric. Next up is Tony.
Hey. Gosh, I really don't have anything until March 8th. When we do Odyssey of the Dragon Lords continuation, ran by Turk. And then after that, it's the 12th for Dark Echoes. My next session for Emerald Expedition until the March 21st, where Luca will be in. I can't wait for that one because she's probably gonna kill me. It's fine. But yeah, you can't find me anywhere else ever. I'm imperceptible aside from right now. So we'll go on to Turk.
All right. Hey everybody, I am Turk, or Turk Accented. I was playing Dr. Rudolph von Richten, the monster hunter. For more of me, of course, tune in for the rest of the day. There's going to be so much amazing content. But tomorrow I will be in the Hopewell Harbor one-shot run by Harrison, and it should be a lot of fun. Luca will be there, so definitely worth checking out. I'll be bringing back Geb. If you've been following, if you saw my first premiere date on Lost Caravan RPG now. This is a similar build, so it should be a lot of fun. And then on the 28th, we'll have Iron DM, a show where we put 2 extremely skilled DMs up against each other to make a one-shot within an hour. And one of the most important judges is you, the audience. This month will be a competition between Osiris Franco and Zipper on Disney. It should be a great time, as it was last time, which you can check out on our YouTube. Beyond that, as Tony mentioned, March 8th will be the return of Oathsworn as they enter the Mossy Temple, which should be plenty of fun, fey trickery and madness. And then a bunch of other stuff, but most importantly for the moment, on the 12th, we'll be right back here on your screens, fighting werewolves and full wolves and half-dead people, maybe, who knows. But we'll hopefully all be back together and handling it like a family, so arguing the entire time. Anyway, that's entirely too much out of me, so I'm going to pass it back over to Luca.
Yeah, I'm Luke Locke. As I said, you can find me everywhere, but mostly just check out the TPK Roleplay schedule on our website and throw a dart and you'll hit me. Today I am here all day. I will be back at it's 12 p.m. Pacific for Murder and Coffee, where we will have on guest Eric Jordan talking about handouts. And Sarah again is out today, so I am joined by a very special guest co-host, Proper Nerdy. So that should be a lot of fun. And then tonight is the Coven game using the Locus system, and it is Sanctuary Lost, run by our own Sir Heck, and should be a lot of fun. And then tomorrow I am over on Nat 20 in the Hopewell Harbor one shot at 10 a.m. Pacific. I want to say.
It's,
don't know.
It's 1 p.m.
Time
Eastern.
zones.
I only converted Greenwich Mean Time to EST. I went no further. I went no further west.
Time zones. And then I am back on that Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific for Fragments, the Demiplanes campaign, and then back here on TPK for Ghost Lines in the evening. And I'm going to stop it there, but you can just check the schedule and find out, or come join our Discord and hang out. But that is it for me. Thank you, everyone, for coming by, and stick around as we've got stuff literally all day. So, see you back here later. Bye.